It's getting late in September. We don't get a chance to appreciate the sun for as long during the course of a day as we have for the past few months. But one thing is for sure, we're glad to be back here in Seattle as Mariners open up the final homestand of the 2015 season. Much in contention, the Houston Astros in town. A 3-game set beginning right now. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Let's take a look at the Astros lineup that will face left-hander Roenis Elias.
For manager A.J. Hinch, it will be Jose Altuve, 315 batting average, but you can see what he's done against the Mariners, a 341 average against the Mariners this year, and if he gets on base, he will run. Then it's Springer. Correa, the rookie, with 21 home runs on the year. Gaddis leading the club with 26 home runs. Lowry, Gonzalez, Chris Carter. A lot of power, but he will also strike out a lot. He will bat 7th. Castro and Marisnik round out the 9 for the Astros. And for Elias on the year, 5-8 record with 3.94 ERA, 92 strikeouts to 39 walks and 107 in a third. Opponent's hitting .239. He's given up 12 home runs. Take a look at the defense behind him. Seth Smith is in left field. Brad Miller out in center. Mark Trumbo getting the start in right. Gold Glover Kyle Seager at third. Marte Cano playing up the middle. Logan Morrison getting the start at first base. And Jesus Sucre will do the catching. For Elias in his last outing against the Royals, 5 1/3, just 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. He threw 95 pitches against the Kansas City Royals.
Last victory for Elias back on the 12th of September. Beat Colorado 7-2. He went 5 1/3 in that ball game. So here we are in the 28th of September. Final 6 home games for the Mariners. The Mariners will enjoy a day off on Thursday. The youngsters who just looked up on a video board, baseball family, 2 of the names were Brooklyn and Fenway. How about that? Wow. Well, here's Jose Altuve. Mike, what do you got? He's swinging at the first pitch?
Probably a pretty good chance.
He didn't. I can't believe it. Ball 1. Altuve, but off on the Mariners this year. A 341 hitter. A homer and 9 RBIs. Career 327 against the Mariners. 63 degrees and calm here. Mariners the last 2 series against Houston. They've won 2 out of 3.
For the Astros, it's rare to see the power and the speed that this club has, but they are 2nd in home runs and 1st in stolen bases. Good news for the Mariners is they will strike out a lot.
Left field, backing up Smith on the track. Got room, and there's 1 away.
This will be the 5th time that Elias has faced Houston this year. For the most part, he's pitched pretty good against them. His best outing was back in June when he went 7 innings, 4 hits, couple of runs. The biggest key is stay away from the walks with this Astros club. He has to command his fastball early. He's had an excellent curveball this year. His changeup has been good. If he can get to those pitches, he should have some success.
George Springer injured oftentimes the last few series against the Astros. Astros spent 127 days in first place this season. And boy, at one point they were in free fall. It's been a tough month for them. 9-15 is their September record. And included in that September record for A.J. Hinch's ball club, 0-8 in 1-run games this month.
Well, we talked about it at the start of the year when they were beating everybody. Young club, a lot of talent, no question about that. But what were they going to do once you get into August and September? And September has been tough on them.
Coming off a 5-4 homestand, 2-1 against Oakland, 1-2 against the Angels, and 2-1 against Texas. Springer drives one to the gap. Gone. Home run number 15, RBI number 38, 1-0 Houston. That is some serious opposite field power. We'd seen some of that last year. It's a young, free swinging ball club. That's home run number 218 only. Toronto's hit more.
And you can see the pitch in the middle of the plate. It is at the knees. Here, look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo in the swing. Does an excellent job staying behind it. A lot of leverage in that swing, and a fine catch by the fan out in right center.
Here's Correa, bright young shortstop. He's having a heck of a year. Correa in game number 94 for him comes in with a .282 batting average, 21 homers, 61 runs batted in, and 12 stolen bases. Like Toronto, he's hit more. And the Blue Jays are already on the board with a 4-3 win at Baltimore, while the Yankees lose 5-1 at home to Boston. So the Jays pick up a full game in the chase for the American League East title. Toronto's now up by 5.
Correa, your rookie of the year?
I got no problem with that at all. I mean, he's impacted in a big way, defensively, offensively. Lock him in at this in the 3-hole in this batting order, a lot to like.
Didn't start with the club. They called him up during the season and already has 21 home runs, 61 RBIs. He's had a real big impact on this team. I know a lot of people are looking at Lindor, the shortstop, fine shortstop with the Cleveland Indians.
I remember seeing the news conference they had for Springer. We happened to be in town that day in Houston. And they had an auxiliary media room. They could not get everybody in there. It was amazing. That was in early May when we were down there. Mariners got swept in that series. He's a dynamic young player. 2-2. Things didn't get up to a good start for the Mariners against the Astros this season. In the first 8 games, the Mariners went 1-7. Since then, they've gone 5-3 against the Astros. Here's what the young man has done. Fell off just a little bit batting average-wise in August. He's picked it back up here in September.
He's been consistent with his home runs and RBIs for a month. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Marte throws out the Houston shortstop. 2 down. Still very much alive for the West title. 2.5 behind the Texas Rangers. And the Rangers playing Detroit right now. Detroit with a 6-1 lead, top of the 6th in Arlington. And a wild card, here's what it looks like. The Yankees still holding that #1 spot, but the Astros, the Angels, and the Twins will just not go away. They win 4-2 at Cleveland. Here's Evan Gattis.
And Oakland just scored on the Angels there in the first inning. 1-0 there, top of the first.
Down and in. Home plate umpire, 6'6", Jordan Baker. Paul Emmels at first, Andy Fletcher at second, and Jerry Mills at third. Tim McClellan was tall, but this is my center if they ever have a basketball game among the umpires.
And we've seen him a number of times this year behind home plate, and I think maybe it's because of his height, but sometimes he's a little stingy on that low strike.
This one smoked. Deep left field. Goodbye. My goodness. The Houston strongman, Evan Gattis. The line drive home run is 27th. RBI number 87. And he tattooed that one on a 2-1 pitch.
It's going to be a changeup again in the middle of the plate, right at the knees.
That had the sound and had more than enough carry. Send him a bill for the damage on the scoreboard.
Well, the Astros, when they leave Seattle, they're going to go to Arizona. And everybody was wondering, because it's in a National League ballpark, what was going to happen with Evan Gattis, the DH for the Astros? Was he going to play some left field? Former catcher, he's played some in the outfield. And it sounds like because of the size of the outfield, left field area in Arizona, he's probably going to be relegated to just pinch hitting. Pretty big bat to take out of their lineup.
Sucre got squared up again. Jordan Baker bracing him. Going to buy him some time right now. Well, they'll be looking forward to getting to Arizona because they have tortured the National League. A 14-3 interleague record for the Astros. It's courtesy by Lowry stepping out. Jordan Baker backing off and cleaning off the plate. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball for strike 1-2 to Jed Lowry.
For Elias, his curveball has been a good pitch for him this year. Opponents hitting just 159 against his curveball.
1-2 pitch. Popped up. Lomo taking a look. That's not coming back. Gorgeous evening here in Seattle. Great sight to see after being on the road over the last 10 days. There's the big wheel looking up towards the Space Needle. Colorful sky. Did you see the super eclipse last night?
I did not. Did you?
We're on the right hand side of the plane. Brad kept saying, if you're on the right hand side of the plane, you're going to be able to see it. Couldn't see it last night. I saw some things in the paper and online. It was a beautiful sight. 2-2 to Lowry.
And a lot of pitches for Elias here in the first. Already 25 pitches in the first. 15 strikes.
Brad Miller should have an easy play. 2-0 Astros on 815 feet of home run. First, George Springer at 402 and then Gattis at 413. Yikes. 2-0 Houston. Mariners coming back. Del Marte's been one heck of a spark at the top of the Mariners batting order recently. Good to see him leading off. Who follows? Mike will tell you right now.
And for Marte, he's been consistent 282 hitter. Then it'll be Kyle Seager having a great month of September. Nelson Cruz, the DH, hitting third. Robinson Cano, a 10-game hitting streak for Robinson. He will back cleanup. Trumbo Smith and Logan Morrison hitting seventh. And 11 games against the Astros, 6 home runs. Hopefully that trend continues. Miller and Sucre round out the 9 for the Mariners.
Lance McCullers fastball Strike one to Marte. Marte trying to break an 0 for 6. Good to see him get that first big league home run down in Anaheim.
Marte, a switch hitter, able to get the home run hitting right-handed. Headed out into the Mariners bullpen over the left field fence.
Slap foul.
Orlando McCullers, he has a good fastball. His fastball average is at 94 miles an hour. You can see the last one they just threw to Marte was 96. His best pitch is his curveball, and he will throw it a lot. He'll also mix in a changeup.
21-year-old making his 21st start. He begins it with a strikeout.
If you look at the defense for the Astros, they are athletic. Marwin Gonzalez getting the start in left field. Mrazek covers a lot of ground in center. George Springer the same out and right. Lowry getting the start at third base. Correa and Altuve playing up the middle. Chris Carter, the first baseman, and Jason Castro will do the catching. For McCullers on the year, a 3.22 ERA. 116 strikeouts, 39 walks. Opponents hitting .225. He's given up 8 home runs.
There's Kyle Seager. Good numbers over his last 28 games. .351, 7 homers and 22 runs batted in. Kyle 1 for 5 against McCullers. McCullers won in Houston June 14th and lost here June 19th to the Mariners.
And Astros have the shift on with Kyle hitting.
Get out of play.
For Kyle Seager, already a number of career highs for him this year. Looking to set a new career high in home runs. He tied his home run total from last year at 25. Also has 36 doubles this year. That's 8th in the American League.
2-0 Astros. Springer and Gaddis went deep in the first inning. Top of the first. Two one. 3-1 to Kyle with Nelson Cruz on deck. Kyle with a walk and a board here. Bring the tying run to the plate. Nelson Cruz. Keep an eye on this one. Cruz and Davis lead the majors with 43. Josh Donaldson, Trout right there, and Bautista hit a couple. I think it was yesterday he hit 2 home runs. But what else is new? That's the way the Blue Jays season's been going.
And I saw Encarnacion, I think he hit his 37th today.
Man, impressive. And number 36 in the second inning off of Tillman, Mr. Encarnacion. He's got 106 RBIs. Hey, what a year. McCullers, they love his confidence. He once saw a couple of guys warming up in a bullpen. Tight ball game, and he came out as A.J. Hinch manager. Skip, why they got somebody warming up in the bullpen? I got this. He said, I know you got this. I'll worry about who's warming up and when.
It's a good answer. Typical answer from a manager, I think.
Cruz due for another home run tear. Finish strong. He's 1 for 2 against McCullers.
We were talking about Elias's curveball for McCullers. Opponent's hitting 145, slugging .238 against his curveball. It's been an excellent pitch for him this year. And I found it interesting. His last outing against the Angels, he went 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, had 9 strikeouts. But it was a 51% curveball, so more curveballs than fastballs in that outing. And we've already seen tonight he has a good fastball. He's topped out at 97 so far.
2-2 pitch to Nelly. Struck him out. 2 down. 2 outs here in the first middle board. And Fans still coming in just outside the, that's our left field entrance here at Safeco Field on this beautiful Monday evening.
Well, Robinson Cano going to step in. 10-game hitting streak for him. That's the longest active hitting streak in the American League.
Strike one to Robbie. He's 2 for 5 against McCullers.
It's rare to see a team shift against Robinson Cano. Typically uses the entire field, but the Astros, they may shift against the Mariners more than any other club.
That breaking ball over. Collar's dad, Lance, was a big league pitcher, and you played with him where? What organization?
New York Yankees.
With the Yankees. About what year?
Well, that would have been 89, 90, I'm guessing. With 2 strikes to take the shift off. Correa, the shortstop, back to his normal position.
2 strikes. Cano kept his hitting streak alive yesterday in the 4th in Anaheim with a base hit to center. Mariners trying to end a 5-game losing streak, coming off a 3-6 road trip. Here's the 1-2. It's blocked by Jason Castro, their catcher.
Third time the Mariners are facing McCullers this year, and one of the things that we've noticed with him, and again, he's a very young pitcher, but in the first outing he went 5 innings, threw 90 pitches. His next time out 4 1/3, and he threw 88. So the Mariners have made him work. So far 18 pitches here in the first.
Two and 2. Fouled off. Astros in mourning. The MH for the late Milo Hamilton, our Hall of Fame broadcaster, passed away a few weeks ago. Last trip, 2 trips ago. So last time we saw Milo. What a great career he had.
Last conversation I had with him was in Houston, and he wanted to talk about Edgar Martinez.
That's right. I remember you talking about that. Of course, Milo, of course, had the home run. Mr. Aaron breaking a home run record. It's gone. It's 7:15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
It's pretty good.
Three-two pitch. Runner goes. Base hit up the middle. Seager will get to third. Well, 2 out uprising here for the Mariners in the first inning.
And Robinson Cano going to extend his hitting streak to 11 games. And we'll take a look at it. That's the breaking ball, the curveball. Again, it's been a good pitch for McCullers. Cano hits it hard back up the middle. He elevated that one right in the middle of the plate.
Well, he stayed on that nicely.
Able to barrel it up. You're right. See his head right there in the hitting area.
Runners at the corners for Mark Trumbo. In this day and age, they talk about exit speed.
Wow.
Well, the ball he hit yesterday, I didn't get a number on it, but I'm sure it's impressive. A 1-1 pitch, a line drive. It was hit so hard and so fast, Trout didn't get a chance to climb the fence and catch it and break everybody's heart again.
Just right of center field.
Yeah.
On a line.
Mike had to turn around. He went one way and then reversed. It was over and gone before he even got back to the track. There's Trumbo delivering again. Mariners on the board. Seager scores. Cano holds it second. Nice run here by Mark Trumbo. His hitting streak in 3 games. That's his 41st run batted in.
Again, it's on the breaking ball. It's elevated in the middle of the plate. The back-to-back hitters taking advantage of it. Both of them hitting it back up the middle.
Well, that ball, that was one of the harder balls we've seen hit by a Mariner this year, right? I mean, it couldn't have been more than, what, 10, 12 feet off the ground?
Scorched out there. If you had to give it an exit velocity, what would you say? I'm going to guess about 110.
Well, I'll go 10 to 18, absolutely. I mean, if you get it,
you didn't want to be in front of it, that's for sure.
No, absolutely. And Trout turns around twice in his first 4 steps. You know the thing was absolutely crushed. But I'd love to give Mike some raspberries on that one. Hey, you couldn't get that one. If I'm taking it hard, I have to talk to Montero how hard he must be taking a 3-run homer taken away a couple of days ago.
That was really tough. Cost him the ball game,
oh,
too.
Man.
Seth Smith standing in. Astros have the shift again. There's a look at the alignment.
Smitty went 6 for 25 on the road trip. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first. Nice response here by the Mariners after the 2 home runs by Springer and Gaddis. Lloyd McClendon was asked yesterday how he's going to attack this, play it against this Astro ball club. Hey, baseball code, I'm sending my best out there. Maintain the integrity of baseball. And then earlier today he was asked about the weekend series with Oakland. Will Cruz and Cano play? So more than likely, I'll give him the option if they can't go, but he fully expects both those guys are going to want to play all 3 games. Robbie's trying to get home run number 20. Cruz has a chance to win the Major League home run title. All 2 strikes to Smith, 2 on. Mariners, they do come back with a run on 2 hits. And Trumbo didn't go jumbo, but he did knock in a run, and the Mariners trail 2-1 as we head to the second. Fireworks night set for this Friday when we give a cap tip to True to the Blue Mariner fans with prize giveaways every inning, including a Holland America cruise. So following the game, fans, you're going to be treated to a fireworks show that's going to be second to none. For tickets, join the fun and cruise on over to mariners.com/fan. Boy, early offense in this contest so far as we go to the second inning. 2-1 Astros, 2 home runs, Springer and Gaddis. Mariners get an RBI single from Mark Trumbo. There's another long drive down the line. It is a foul ball. Off the bat of Marwin Gonzalez. A .275 hitter, 11 home runs, 33 runs batted in, and one of his home runs off of Elias. It's a versatile player here, Mike.
You've seen him play shortstop, some third base. Today getting the start in left field. And you can see it's clearly foul. Out in front of that fastball at 91 miles an hour.
Strike two. Here's the 0-2. Bounced up there, 1-2. Nineteenth start for Elias, and this one hit on the money right at Brad Miller. Wow! Good thing he's a good athlete. One out. Tough one right at you.
It's on a high fastball. Just tomahawks it out to center field.
They've been finding the barrel with regularity through the first 6 men.
Good look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo and the concentration of Brad in center field. Yeah, I like what he did right there. Is again, when it's hit right at you like that, it's hard to judge sometimes. So he just held his ground. So many times you see the center fielders, they'll start to run in and then have to change, and that's when they're in trouble.
Elias will want to be careful with Chris Carter. Over the years, we've seen him hit 14 home runs against Mariner pitching in his career. 33 runs batted in.
He's an all or nothing type of hitter, hitting 195. He does have 22 home runs on the year, but he will also strike out a lot. See what he's done this year, hitting 195 with 3 home runs against the Mariners.
Big breaking ball in there for a strike. On 1 pitch. 1-2. Check that. That was a strike. I beg your pardon.
First strikeout for Elias. Again on the curveball.
Good for him.
And we'll take a look at it. Breaking down. He wanted to throw it in the dirt. And he was able to get it there, getting the swing over the top of it.
Carter's 143rd strikeout, 9th most in the league. Drop down sidearm to Jason Castro.
Castro, the only left-handed hitter in the lineup, so Elias couldn't wait to drop down. That's one of the things we see him do constantly against left-handed hitters. Lefties this year hitting .234 against them with 100.
One pitch. Worked inside, missed. No Carlos Gomez for these Astros. He's got a rib injury that he hurt in early batting practice recently. He is available for pinch running duties late in the game if necessary. Long run for Smith. Just missed it. That's a bad feeling knowing that wall's closing in on you. 2-2.
And he was shading towards left center, so he had a long way to run. As you take a look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo, just out of his reach. Clearly a foul ball. For the Astros this year against left-handed starters, they have an even .500 record, 29-29.
What do you make of their 29-46 road record?
Good question. I think more than anything, I think their ballpark is just built in for them. Great place to hit.
They're at home. It's 53-28.
Yeah. We talked about it. Second in the league in home runs, and pretty good ballpark to hit in.
Boy, Got off to an 11-2 start on the road, and it's really gone downhill from there as Castro strikes out. A couple of Ks here in the second. Mr. Elias, who trails 2-1. Sports being brought to you by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Flash. Good look at the ferry on Elliott Bay. Just a tad daylight. I mean, just a tad if you're up in the hills. Beautiful night here in Seattle. Good to have you with us. Mariner baseball. Houston Astros in town. A lot on the line for them coming down into this final week of the season. Currently holding the second wild card position. The Angels a half game behind them. Minnesota game and a half, and Minnesota's already checked in with the victory as Lomo fouls one back up this way. Morrison, Miller, and Sucre 7-8-9 against Lance McCullers.
Logan Morrison has worn out Houston. In 39 career games, he's hitting .336. Pretty good curveball there from the Colors with 7 home runs and 28 RBIs.
Two pitch. Ball one. Cardinals with a big victory at Pittsburgh, 3-0. Did not go to check with Jerry Meals, so that Cardinal win puts them up by 4 on the Pirates. Colors working 2-2. Full count. Brad Miller's on deck. Two-one to Morrison. Bounce the foul. Opponent average versus his fastball this season come down to 191. Man, he's made some improvements. He's getting lit up in August.
And July. Off to a pretty good start with the Astros, and then you can see the numbers in July and August struggled. get another Mariner hitter, making him work it. So 26 pitches in the first inning, already 7 to Logan Morrison here, the leadoff hitter in the second.
Mariners got an RBI single by Mark Trumbo in the first inning. Top of the first, home runs by Springer and Gaddis for the 2 Houston runs. And foot race, Carter just got him. Boy, that didn't look like a very elegant slide.
Logan thought he was safe. Carter is going to take this for granted. You can see the high tag, and then Logan trying to slide.
I thought Carter was going to touch the bag. He went for the tag and appears to have gotten it.
Yes, definitely did.
Good news is that Loma apparently comes out of that not hurt. It's not pretty.
I'm just glad he didn't go against one of your pet peeves, and that is to dive into first. He decided to slide, so he's fine.
Come on, it's yours too, don't be.
You're the first one to say something about it, but I'm with you. I am with you. Absolutely.
Yeah, your hand, wrist, arm, shoulder. Red Miller. Since July 26, not bad, 302. 2 homers, 17 runs batted in. There's Lomo digging for it, goes for the slide. At least cordial about it. Broken bat liner. Going foul.
That was on one of the few changeups we've seen from McCullers. He's basically been fastball, and he has a good one tonight. It's topped out at 98. And going with his curveball, but that last pitch changeup off the plate away.
Well, you talked about it earlier, about previous 2 meetings, pitch count. This thing's mounting with him. They are really doing a number. Backing up is Gonzalez. Number 2.
It seems to me that, one, obviously there's a lot of full counts when he's pitching, and again, a young pitcher. But the other part about it, it seems that the Mariners foul his fastball a lot.
Yep.
So that's going to hurt his pitch count. And you can see a fastball 54% this year, and the curveball, it is a good one. Again, the league getting just 145. He'll throw it 36% of the time, an occasional changeup at 10%.
Sucre. He's looking to break an 0 for 15. One. Sucre with an RBI ground out in Saturday's 3-2 loss at the Angels. 1-2. Up the middle. Correa. Oh, man, good play. Good play. Benefited by having a slow-footed catcher going up the line, but that's a fine play. Correa going hard to his left. Ball had a lot of spin on it, too. Plenty of time. players in Major League Baseball, and we're going to see this for a long time, Mike.
Just very athletic play right there. Yeah, Sucre doesn't get down the line very well, but take another look at it in our Alaska Airlines Super Mode. The spin and the throw is just perfect. Easy play for Carter at first base.
Well, he's a kid. He's a baby. We're going to be seeing him the next 10, 15 years.
Good athletes. When you talk about Springer and Correa, who just made that play, Marisnik, who's in center field, Altuve, some athletes.
Marisnik still, the Trout catch is the catch of the year. But was it Marisnik, first time into Houston, went up that stupid hill and made a great play? Was that this year or last year?
That was this year.
That was this year.
Early in the year.
First time in.
Yeah. And they also dove for the ball in the gaps a couple of times, take hits away.
Yeah, he can run. But I remember interviewing him when I was on the radio side for that series, and he calmly went up that hill in Houston and made a fantastic catch. It was a Lomo hit it, I think. I think it was Lomo. He hit it 4 bills.
I think you're right. I'm just glad they're taking that hill out of there.
I'm throwing a parade. 3-1. So Elias, not the start he was looking for here in the third. His first walk. Marisnik, been talking about that catch that he made on Lomo. Hardest part was making the throw because he ran up the hill, stumbled a little bit, and then he got to get up. But you're on a 45-degree angle, 30-degree angle.
Throwing down the mound.
Good luck. Here's Altuve.
He hit the ball deep to left field his first time up. See what he's done against the Mariners this year. .333 hitter with a home run and 9 RBIs.
Sucre did not get him. Sucre with a lot of confidence these last few days. He's straight too far off. Working out of the Pudge Rodriguez school. Snapping throws down there.
He has a strong throwing arm. May as well use it. We take a look at the tag by Logan Morrison at first.
Astros, if they're scoreboard watching, see that Detroit has a 7-2 lead at Texas heading to the 8th inning. Marisnik 22 out of 30 in base stealing. Astros #1 in the American League with 114 stolen bases. Sucre going out. Del Nuno will get the start tomorrow for the Mariners. Going against Mike Fiers. Fiers with a no-hitter under his belt earlier this season. Scott Kazmir will start for the Astros on Wednesday. And more than likely be a host of bullpen performers going out there for the Mariners on Wednesday's game. Coming up tomorrow right here in Root Sports beginning at 6 p.m. We'll have the Mariners All Access, the Jerry DiPoto news conference, followed by the pregame show presented by Coors Light. And then Mike Fiers against Vidal Nuno. First pitch a little bit after 7. Breaking ball hit the other way and foul. Some Astro fans in the building. Look at their offensive profile. Mike told you about them being second in home runs, second in slugging. next to last in batting average, 6th in runs scored, 4.39 runs per ball game. Number 1 in ERA, 3.57 entering tonight. 1-2, runner goes, pitch, double clutch, throw down to second, still got him. Caught stealing, 2-4. Nice play by Sucre and Cano. So strike him out, throw him out, double play.
And we'll take a look at it. Breaking ball up in the zone. I think Altuve thought it was going to break a little bit more. 79 miles an hour on the curveball. And you can see him tag him right there on his elbow and then again on the ribs. So clearly out.
Nice. Springer homered on a 2-1 pitch, right center field. Good numbers there, 45%. Jesus Sucre.
Springer was able to get a fastball probably right at the knees, but it was middle away. And he went the other way with it.
Two-one pitch. You see Elias backing him off the plate. Three-one pitch.
Good changeup. We've seen this from Springer. He will turn it loose.
He's not going for any drop shot volleys,
no,
that's for sure.
No, he's not.
Breaking ball, get him looking. Good looking curveball by Elias. Couple strikeouts. He's got 5 in the ball game. 2-1 Houston. As the Astros lead it 2-1. Safeco Insurance and the Mariners invite you to do more with a Grand Slam family package. Get 4 tickets, hot dogs, and Pepsis for one low price. Don't miss the final event of the season. It's Wednesday at 7:10. Mariners will be hosting the Astros. Go to Mariners.com to pick up your family package tickets. Here's Ketel Marte to lead things off against Lance McCullers. Top of the order, Marte, Seager, and Cruz here in the third. 2-1 Astros. Springer and Gaddis first inning home runs. Trumbo, bottom of the first, an RBI single. This one sent to center field. Jake Marisnick. One out. Mateo for 2 with a strikeout and that fly out. Bring up Kyle Seager. Walked and scored in the first inning. Good look at folks out in the pen. Pleasant evening here in Seattle. Astros 2.5 behind Texas. Got a half-game lead. Second wild card position. McCullers delivers a strike.
Yeah, and so far the Astros have had the shift on for the left-handed hitters in the lineup. I think Brad Miller is the only lefty that they haven't shifted on tonight.
1-1 to Kyle. Angels hosting Oakland. It's a 1-1 ball game. Bottom 3 down in Anaheim. 1-2. Dodgers playing at the Giants. 2-1 San Fran. Top of the third. Dodgers up by 6 in the National League West. A 2-2 count here to Seager. McCullers has struck out 3, walked 1 thus far. Had a clean inning in the second. 1, 2, 3. Faced 6 men in the first. Got a lot of English on it too. And Korea takes care of it. And there's 2 away. We'll bring up Nelson Cruz, who struck out on a 2-2 pitch in his first at bat.
McCullers was able to strike him out on an elevated fastball at 96 miles an hour. A couple of pretty good curveballs to get to that fastball from McCullers. He has good stuff tonight.
Shift on against Nelly with Altuve on the left side of the infield. Time call. Strike 1. Little wrinkle on that one, missed. 1-1. Got a piece of it.
3 pitches and Nelson has seen them all. Fastball, curveball, and that last pitch a changeup right on the outside corner.
Off the mask. Jason Castro.
This will be the curveball. He just gets a piece of it.
One-two pitch. Go fishing. 4th strikeout for Lance McCullers. Second time is Keith Cruz. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Gaddis in the first inning. And then Trumbo an RBI single in the first. Time now for our Geico, this date in MLB history. The late, great Tony Gwynn won his 8th and final NL batting title, tying Honus Wagner's Major League record. Finished the season .372. And first to win 4 consecutive NL batting titles since 1925 when Rajat won 6 consecutive titles for the St. Louis Cardinals. Astro fans, why they make them big in Texas? If you're watching around the country, this is Seattle. An Astro fan, got a 30-gallon hat there. Carlos Correa, Evan Gattis, Jed Lowry. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk for Elias.
The Astros with a couple of home runs, solo home runs tonight, and pretty typical of the way their season has really gone. Against the Mariners this year, they've hit 33 home runs now.
There's Cano. Just got him. Nice to see Elias pull that bare hand back. He thought about it.
Oh, you're right.
Put away. Time now for Seattle City Light power play. You want to see a Houston strongman? Watch this. The sound told you everything you needed to know.
He hit a changeup to the back of the bullpen. His 27th home run on the year.
He has been a terrific ad for these Astros. Young man from the Dallas area, broke into the majors with Atlanta. Two and 1. Looks like he'd be a bare knuckle fighter back in the John L. Sullivan days.
I would bet he would win a lot too.
Not too many volunteers stepping into the ring with this dude. He tomahawked a home run 2 series ago in Arlington. Some sight. He got this one too, it appears. Although Smitty's under it. Stays in the yard. 2 outs. Two loud volume swings tonight for Gattis. Jed Lowry flied out to center. And he has a base hit to center.
Inside out swing. This is a fastball. 92, probably in off the plate. You see him pull his hands back inside, gets just enough of the barrel to it.
Brings up switch hitter Marwin Gonzalez. Sliding glove delivered to Lowry. That's why the delay. Did you ever use one?
No.
Looks like he's ready for paddleball. Trying trying to remember the first guy I've seen with that. I mean,
there's been a couple of guys this year that have used it. I'm trying to remember somebody that we saw this year here at this ballpark.
I thought we saw somebody over the weekend. Didn't somebody with the Angels have one?
Probably. Odor wears one.
That's what it was, yeah.
And I'm wondering if they're going to try to make some sort of adjustment to it.
How so?
Well, if you see the mitt that's on there, look at how far extended it makes his hand. And if you're diving in to score at home plate, that could be the difference.
Good call.
We've seen so many close plays. And I think it was Odor. There was a close play with him.
So, yeah, at the plate. So leave your easy bake oven muffin at home. Here's the throw by Seager to get the final out. 2-1 Astros. Couple of resounding home runs. This is a line drive off the bat of George Springer, right center field. That's his 15th home run, RBI number 38. Then an out later, Evan Gattis comes to the plate. And he muscles this baby way out. Look at that smile on his face. He knew he had it all the way. For Gattis, his 27th home run, 87th run batted in. And then Trumbo shoots one up the middle. First pitch he sees with a couple of men aboard. It scores Kyle Seager from third base. And that's where we are, 2-1 as we come to you above the A at Safeco Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Here's Robinson Cano to lead it off in the home fourth. Shift on for Robbie. Shortstop Curry on the right side of the bag. Robbie with a base hit center field on a 3-2 pitch in the first inning.
With that base hit, he was able to extend his hitting streak to 11 games. It's the longest active hitting streak in the American League right now. I thought the impressive part about that inning, we showed Trumbo driving in the run, but it was Cano and then Trumbo, back-to-back hitters, getting base hits off the curveball of McCullers, and the league has not hit much against his curveball this year. Pretty good hitting.
See what pitch to Robbie. That's going to get down for a base hit. A 2-2 night for Robinson Cano.
And another inside out swing. See his hit total continuing to climb.
There we go.
There you go. 96 miles an hour on the inside corner, inside out swing going the other way. Seen them do that a lot over the last couple of months.
Hit number 2006. Here's Mark Trumbo. Give him the whole right side of the infield. This backhand by Castro.
Yeah, McCullers now at 60 pitches, 38 strikes.
Worked him inside, 2-0. Angels and A's now tied at 2-2, top of the fourth. Big swing and a miss by Martin. Detroit trying to close out the Rangers in Texas. 7-2 Tigers. Inside. 2-2. Breaking ball, got him. Strikeout number 5 for McCullers. One away here in the fourth. Mariners have a great deal for all college students. Extended happy hour, F-off pizza plus tickets for only $12. So make sure you join us for the final college night of the year. It's coming up Saturday, 6:10 first pitch. Get your $12 tickets at mariners.com/college. There we are right there. There's my hand and Mike. There's Mike right above the A at Safeco Field. Seth Smith, a strikeout victim. Breaking ball for strike one.
I think McCullers has had really good stuff tonight. We talked about his average fastball being 94 miles an hour. We've seen him between 96 and 98. So he has pretty good command of that curveball. It's an exceptional pitch for him. He's mixing enough changeups, missed with that changeup off the plate. He's having to throw a lot of pitches, but his stuff, I think, is really good.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Astros. The Mariners are run on 3 hits, no errors. Astros have left 1 man on. Mariners have left 2. Oh, Seth didn't like that call by Jordan Becker. 1-2.
No, that changeup clearly off the plate away.
On 2 strikes. There's 1 foul.
And you can see why he would be a little bit late on that fastball. It was 95 on the outside corner, but a couple of changeups away, trying to protect the plate. 1-2 count. Watching him tonight, you have to have that curveball in the back of your mind.
Cano with a leadoff single. He's at first with 1 out. Altuve, go to Correa, and they just get Seth Smith. A 4-6-3 double play turned by the Astros, who have a 2-1 lead. Good to be back in Seattle. Mariners playing the final week of the 2015 season. Good to have these fans. She loves her mommy. Good to have them in the ballpark here tonight. So Elias, he got rocked in the first inning. Since then, he's held Houston to 1 hit. He struck out 4, walked 1, gave up the 2 home runs, Springer and Gaddis. He's got Chris Carter to lead things off, followed by Jason Castro and Jake Marisnick, 7, 8, 9 for the Astros.
And again, both the home runs, one on the fastball that was hit out by Springer, out to right center field, and then the changeup by Gaddis. Both of them down bottom of the strike zone, but it's a little bit too much of the plate.
Carter struck out his first time. Two and one. Mariners on the season 6-10 against Houston, 3-3 here, 3-7 down in Texas. They've fared a lot better after the 1-7 start against these Astros. They've gone 5-3 since that Rockies start.
Rick Waite's pitching coach, keeping a close eye on Elias. 74 pitches for him, 42 strikes.
2 to Carter. Slipped out of his hand, the breaking ball. Second walk. That'll bring up Jason Castro, the catcher. He struck out in a 3-2 pitch. To the playoffs starting next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. Some good matchups. Some of them obviously still to be determined. Right now the Yankees, even with the loss, are still in pretty good shape. The first wild card in the American League. Houston trying to hold off the Angels and Twins. Over in the National League, it's an NL Central party with St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Chicago all headed to the playoffs. Mets have won their division. Dodgers closing in on theirs.
I think, like last year, it's going to come down to that last weekend. A lot of things to be decided. Guys are going to be playing some baseball with a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Don't forget, every game starts at 12:15 Pacific. 3:15 Eastern on Sunday.
Three pitches to Castro, all of them breaking balls.
Two and two. Astros will miss Iwakuma and Felix on this series, and the Mariners will miss Dallas Keuchel, who pitched yesterday. Finishes his home season 15-0. Big swing by Castro, fooled him badly. The strikeout victim number 5.
Another breaking ball. 5 pitches, 4 of them. You can see the sidearm breaking ball. That went off the plate away, and Castro tried to bunt the first couple of times, wasn't able to get it done, and now a couple of strikeouts for him. He does not look comfortable on the breaking ball from Elias.
There's Jake Marisnick. Walked and was thrown out in the middle portion of a throw him out double play.
And Elias starting to get a pretty good feel for his changeup to the right-handers. Last year he liked to use his curveball a lot, and it was a pretty good pitch for him. But this year I think he's really developed a nice changeup.
One 1. Play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. Chris Carter here in the 5th inning. A lot of nice smiles down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jake Marisnick. Brad Miller has it in his sights, makes a catch, 2 away. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Top of the order, 3rd time around for Jose Altuve, fly to left and a strikeout. Altuve, 3rd leading hitter in the American League, starting tonight behind Miguel Cabrera and Xavier Bogaerts of the Red Sox. And there it is. First time tonight, swung at the first pitch.
Might lead the headlines in Houston tomorrow.
Really? He made an unbelievable head-first slide at home plate a couple of nights ago. Very athletic to get around the catcher. I think that was in the Angels series. Actually, yeah, I think it was Angels series right before we played the Yankees. Interesting.
We were talking, we were down in Anaheim playing the Angels and talking about David Murphy and how busy he was. Altuve doesn't stand around much either. Adjusting the gloves, messing with his helmet. Hey, there we go, another helmet.
Mutt and Jeff in town. Let's take a look. You got 6'6" Jordan Baker, the umpire, and Jose's about 5'6". Boy, a real descending scale when Suki stands up. Oh-2 pitch. Right field. Trumbo is there for the catch. Nice inning for Elias. Coming up for the Mariners, bottom 3rd of the order, it'll be Logan Morrison, followed by Brad Miller and Jesus Sucre. Stick around for the Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. Brett Adam, Dave Valley, Jen Mueller, Angie Mentek will have all the postgame info. Hopefully Lloyd McClendon's ball club can rally here, starting with Logan Morrison. Grounded out first base in the second inning. Mariners got a run on 2 hits in the first inning. Since then, just 1 hit off of Lance McCullers. RBI by Mark Trumbo.
And the Astros have the shift on again with Logan hitting. Logan grounded out to first in his first at bat.
Tough call, 1-1. The third baseman goes back. Down here in the 5th inning. Bring up Brad Miller. He flied out the left. Colors so far, 5 Ks, 1 walk. Ball 1. One to Brett. All with 2 strikes.
If Houston can make it into the playoffs, I wonder what they're going to do with McCullers if he'll go out to the bullpen. That's a pretty good arm to have in your pen. You see him top out at 98.
Good point.
Keuchel, McHugh, maybe Fires, more rotation.
Kastner, yeah. Very solid choice. The horse of that staff, 19-8 with a 2.47 ERA. 2-2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 6. 2 down in the 5th.
And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jesus Sucre. As we take a look at the strikeout again, it's on the breaking ball. He's had a good breaking ball tonight. That's his best pitch. Sucre robbed of a base hit his first time up. See 5 ground outs, 6 strikeouts for him. Put the ball back up the middle, and Correa, the shortstop, made a play on him.
Quick one. Outfield shallow for Sucre. Center fielder Marisnik a couple steps towards right. Chopper to Lowry. Breeze of an inning for Lance McCullers. He goes 1-2-3 in the 5th. Owns a 2-1 lead. big catch. This will be off the bat of George Springer, second man up in the ballgame. Line drive, leaves the yard, and watch the fans catch. Nice job.
No glove needed. That line drive slicing back to him.
He's a three-time champion of his Easter egg hunt. It's a nice catch.
That was the 15th home run of the season for Springer.
George leads it off here, followed by Carlos Correa and Evan Gattis in the sixth. Springer's now been hit 7 times.
91-mile-an-hour fastballs. You look at our Alaska Airlines Super Mo.
He's a good base stealer, 15 out of 19, so you got to beware. It's the #1 base stealing team in the league. There's Correa. Rangers were down 5. Now they trail 7-4, 2-1 for Adrian Beltre. That's in the bottom of the 9th in Arlington. 7-4 Detroit.
The interesting part of that is that Tally Feliz on the mound for the Tigers, the former Ranger.
Tough spot here for Elias. Man aboard in a 2-0 count to Correa. 3-0.
Yeah, missed with a changeup. Didn't want to challenge him with a fastball. Elias now at 92 pitches. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen, although they're starting to move around. Gattis waits on deck.
Here's another one for you, Mike. Chris DeNorfia, walk-off homer for the Cubs. 1-0 in 11 at Kansas City. Winning pitcher Fernando Rodney.
A couple of former Mariners, DeNorfia and Rodney.
They're playoff bound. You got Ackley and Smoke, different locations, playoff bound. Three and 1. Mariners could use a double play. 3-2. Two pitch. Slice foul.
Well, Leah still has a good fastball. 93 miles an hour on the inside corner. 95 pitches overall. Tony Zick getting loose in the Mariner pen now. There's Tony.
Angels have taken a 3-2 lead at home against Oakland. They head to the 6th. 3-2 pitch. Oh, that's a double play.
And then some great reaction by Logan Morrison. Logan holding the runner on. You're going to see it. He'll start to come off of the base to play defense, and the ball is hit back behind him. And he's able to react. Catching the line drive, backhanded play.
Second double play by the Mariners tonight. That's nice. Ball off the bat of Gattis. And double play just ended the game in Texas, so Detroit wins 7-4. The Astros in position to pick up a full game. If they go on and win this game here, it'll be a game and a half behind the Rangers. Straight up challenge on that pitch. Astros 2 back in the loss column. Angels hanging in. field deep for Gaddis. His 27th homer in the first inning. It's hot for Marte. Oof. Nice dig by Romo. And Elias is out of the inning. 2-1 Astros. We got 5 more games left. Stop by the Golf Performance and Instruction Club Fitting Center on the concourse, right center field here at Safeco Field. Well, the moon back to being standard white tonight. A little blood orange last evening with that eclipse. It was in the newspapers. I hope you read about it. There's Marte. Strikeout and a fly to center tonight, 0 for 2. Mariners run coming in the home first. Mark Trumbo an RBI single. That after Springer and Gaddis hit home runs. Top half of the first inning.
Jed Lowry, the third baseman, playing in on the grass, trying to take the bunt away. You can see Chris Carter, the first baseman, even with the bag. Marte 0 for 2. Strikeout and fly out. Way outside. Colors tonight, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. He walked Seager in the first inning. And Kyle waiting on deck.
That's his first home run as a left-hand hitter. Ketel Marte has tied it up. 2-2 ball game. His second major league home run. Boy, did he get that one on a 3-1 pitch. He has been a fun watch. He got that first homer a couple of days ago, right-handed down in Anaheim. And no doubt about it here. Second homer, 16th run batted in. Ties the score at 2-2.
And this was not a cheap one, as you mentioned. 3-1 count, gets a fastball. It's actually in off the plate, but he's able to keep it fair as we take a look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo and the swing by Marte, showing some power.
That one got a big piece of Castro. Dropped his mask, fell off. Almost made the catch. Nice job.
I think more than anything, he was aware of the count that time, 3-1, and took a chance. That pitch in off the plate, not easy to get to. More importantly, not easy to keep it fair. He hit it out to right, cheating a little bit. Colors has had a good fastball, and it looks like Castro ready to go.
All right, a couple of fans still feeling the after effects of the re-entry there, that long home run.
Now the Astros have the shift on again, and Jed Lowry playing out towards the shortstop position, so Kyle's going to try to take advantage of it. Now he's shortening it up a little bit. Play show bunt.
Athletics have tied it up. It's 3-3, top 6. Angels and the A's in Anaheim.
That game has been going back and forth.
Angels half game behind Houston.
88 pitches, 55 strikes. Colors has faced 20 batters, 12 first pitch strikes tonight.
Sharply hit, nice play, Chris Carter. Feeds him to Colors.
Breaking ball to Kyle, up, out over the plate at 83 miles an hour. Tried to hit it through the shift. Fine play by Chris Carter, the first baseman. Let's see what Nelson Cruz has figured out. A couple of strikeouts for him swinging.
2-2 pitch and a 1-2 pitch. He's now 1 for 4 against McCullers and 0 for his last 8 overall. Another home run tear's got to be coming here. 1-1. Marte's home run tied it up. That breaks an 0 for 8 for him. It was his second major league homer. Bounce foul.
Danny Farquhar starting to get loose in the pen for the Mariners. Aaliyah starting to approach 100 pitches, so he might be done for the night. There's Danny. Jack Qualls, veteran right-handed reliever.
Goes foul as well. Fabulous year for Nelson Cruz. 43 home runs. 90 runs batted in. Third in slugging behind Trout and Donaldson right now. That's 3 Ks tonight for Nelly. McCullers' 7th strikeout of the evening.
Yeah, that's a good fastball. This fastball elegant, but in the middle of the plate at 97 miles an hour. Colors now at 95 pitches, 60 strikes.
Robinson Cano's had a good night. Base hit to center, base hit to left. Left fielder Gonzalez shading towards the line. Center fielder Marisnik deep and a couple steps towards left. Rides one right field, and Springer, nice recovery. Hit it on the button. But Springer makes a nice play. Marte's home run ties it at 2-2. is done for the evening at 100 pitches.
59 strikes out of the 100 pitches, 6 innings, just 3 hits, a couple of them solo home runs. And Danny Farquhar, 40 appearances on the year for Danny. 4.89 ERA. 42 strikeouts, 17 walks, opponents hitting .264. Good fastball, sorry Dave, in the mid-90s, 94 to 95 miles an hour, mixing a cutter at about 90. 12-6 curveball and a changeup.
Danny's going to face 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the Astros in the 7th inning in a 2-2 ball game. Springer and Gaddis first inning home runs. Trumbo an RBI single in the first inning, and moments ago Ketel Marte, a second big league homer, first as a lefty hitter, tied it at 2.
And for Danny, he's going to face a couple of switch hitters. Lowry and Gonzalez due up. Chris Carter, the third hitter.
Lowry 1 for 5 against Danny. Lowry with a fly out to center and a base hit to center tonight. One. Jordan Baker, the umpire say ball is out.
Yeah, missed with a changeup, 83 miles an hour.
Three and one. Danny taking a loss Saturday, 3-2 at the Angels. Gave up a 9th inning leadoff homer to David Freese.
Luis Valbuena waiting on deck. He is going to pinch hit for Gonzalez.
3-2 pitch. Cano on the backhand. Goes out Lowry. Coming up tomorrow on Root Sports, we'll have some coverage beginning at 6 p.m. Mariners All Access. We'll have the Jerry DiPoto press conference. And then at 6:30, the Mariners pregame. And then at 7 o'clock, game 2 of this 3-game series, Mike Fiers against Vidal Nuno. One out here in the 7th, and one-time Mariner Luis Valbuena is going to pinch hit. What a year he's having. He's hitting .212. That doesn't sound like much, and it's not. But the 23 and 53, that's pretty impressive. 23 home runs for Luis Valbuena.
And that looked like a pretty good changeup from Danny. He was aware of it. Valbuena will ambush a fastball early in the count.
Hit a big home run here the first time they visited this season. I believe it was against Felix about the 6th, 7th inning.
Well, you can see it right there, 217, but 6 home runs against the Mariners this year.
Valbuena has success against Danny, 2 for 3. Both are home runs. Two and one. Announced attendance tonight, 13,935.
Chris Carter, 22 home runs on the year, waiting on deck.
3-2. Two pitch. Hit pretty well. Deep left center field, but Brad Miller's under it. 2 away here in the 7th. Improve your on-bus percentage. Riding is easy. Just ask our rider's guide, available at soundtransit.org. Here's Chris Carter. 1 for 3 against Danny Farquhar. Strikeout and a walk for Chris tonight. And I think you can add a home run to that tally, and you can. 3-2 Astros.
Yeah, looked like it was on the curveball.
Chris Carter. Boy, he has made a living against the Mariners. That's his 15th career home run. 34th RBI.
We'll take a look at the curveball. Looks like it's going to end up middle in, just above the knees. Yep.
Farquhar giving up a home run. That's the 8th this season.
410 feet on that home run. As we take another look at it, it's going to end up in the upper deck. Bounces back down below.
1,200 feet of home runs tonight by the Astros.
3 solo homers.
Springer, Gaddis, and now Carter. 0-2 to Castro. Blows it by him. Damage done by Carter. Home run puts the Astros in front 3-2. Stretching your mind as you consider how Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. Beautiful night here in Seattle. Glad you're with us here in Mariner TV here on Root Sports. 3-2 Astros moments ago. Home run by Chris Carter. Puts the Astros back in front, and almost about a minute or 2 later in Anaheim, Albert Pujols hit a home run, number 38.
38 home runs for Pujols.
Tied a score at 4-4, A's and the Angels. Lance McCullers is still on here in the 7th.
A little bit surprised to see McCullers out there. 97 pitches for the young right-hander. His season high is 111. That was in his last outing against the Angels.
Mark Trumbo going to lead it off. And there's a strike. Got some defensive changes for you. Carlos Gomez inserted into center field. Marisnik moves from center to left. Valbuena takes over for Carter at first base.
Dave, it looks like our good friend Tony Sipp is getting loose in the pen.
It's officially a Houston series.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see him in all 3 games.
Yep. He is a good 6th, 7th inning left-hander. Breaking ball to Trumbo, who's 1 for 2. Two and 2. McCullers 7 strikeouts tonight. Walked 1. Gave up a home run in the 6th to Marte that tied the score 2-2.
He may be out there for just this one hitter. Seth Smith, Logan Morrison, Brad Miller all due up next. That's why they have the lefty going.
Pumping in heater at 94. Three-two pitch. Breaking ball. He's aboard. Ball 4. And here comes A.J. Hinch coming to get him. Pitching change. Tony Sipp will enter the ball game for the Astros when we return. Leaves with the lead. We take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game. Nice work by the youngster.
Had a good curveball working for him tonight. That's his best pitch. He also topped out at 98 miles an hour. Was able to use his changeup. There's a good changeup to Nelson Cruz. But his curveball, I thought, was excellent this evening. Pretty good command from the young right-hander. Just a couple of walks for him. Overall, 6+, 4 hits, 2 runs they're earned. Couple of walks, 7 strikeouts, 103 pitches, 63 of those for strikes. He is responsible for the runner at first. Tony Sipp, 57 appearances. He's pitched well, a 2.15 ERA. 57 strikeouts, only 14 walks, and 50 in the third. Opponent's hitting just .208. He has given up 5 home runs this year.
Going to have a pinch runner at first base. It'll be James Jones pinch running for Trumbo.
Tony Sipp. And against Seth Smith. Seth 1 for 4 against Tony. Couple of Mississippians going after each other. Tony Sipp from Pascagoula lives in Moss Point, Mississippi. Seth Smith from Jackson. Mike and I always allude to the fact that we see him all the time, and it's so true. 28 games, and that's why we see him so much. Great numbers.
1.95 ERA.
Saw him a lot when he was with Cleveland. Oh, they got Jones caught. Base running has been a problem this week, Mike. And Hicks caught off a second. Caught stealing there. Seager got caught going second to third on a ball hit to his right. And then there was another rash of bad base running, which to this day still makes Lloyd crazy earlier in the month.
No, you're right. I think in that situation right there, when you look at James Jones, he's guessing. And we talk about it all the time with a left-hander on the mound going on the first move, and I think that's exactly what James Jones was doing. And he just guessed wrong. And
there's your story.
You go. There's your story, talking about the base runners.
One out. Shift on for Smith. Oh, 2. Two pitch.
Tony Zick was up earlier in the ball game. He's ready to go.
Three runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Astros. 2-4-0 for the Mariners. Astros have stranded 2, same number for the Mariners. 1-2 pitch here to Seth Smith. Strike 3 called, 2 down. Tune in to Root Sports this Saturday as we bring you another Big Sky Conference matchup presented by your local Ford store. Watch the Montana Grizzlies take on the UC Davis Aggies. Action continues Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific on Root Sports, the home of Big Sky football. 2 out, nobody on for Logan Morrison.
And the Astros will keep the shift on with Logan hitting.
2 for 4 against Tony Sipp. Romo tonight. Ground out and a pop-up. Game 2 tomorrow night. Without Nuno gets to start against Mike Fiers. Fiers coming in with a 2-1 record, 3.18 ERA. Nuno at 1-4 and a 4.10. ball, 2 strikes. Mariners got 2 hits in the first inning, 1 in the 4th. Home run by Marte in the 6th. Did not go. This is Jerry Mills.
And we'll see if Logan's able to lay off this breaking ball.
Close.
Pretty close. See if Logan can take advantage of it. And he caught a break right there.
Two outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th, a 3-2 ball game. The Astros have seen plenty of 1-run games this month. They're 0-8 in 1-run games in September. 2-2. Full count. Brad Miller's next. Logan can keep it going. Here comes a 3-2 payoff pitch. Struck him out. Not a productive 7th, 3-2. Houston.
Tink here with you. Yes, the Mariners have hired a new general manager, and we're going to have it covered for you like no one else. Make sure you join us tomorrow on Root Sports at 6 p.m. We're going to have Mariners All Access Jerry DiPoto press conference, and then at 6:30 our Mariners pregame show presented by Coors Light, and then at 7 o'clock, of course, we'll have the game at Mariners versus Astros. Game 2, hopefully, where the Mariners are trying to win this series. Also tomorrow, it's our final Twitter Tuesday of the season. You will have 5 chances to win exciting prizes, including a Kyle Seager autographed baseball. So be sure to watch and follow us on Twitter at RootSports_NW. For giveaway rules, visit us at rootsports.com. But again, there's a press conference tomorrow at 10 a.m., and we will have it for you at 6 p.m. with a special edition of Mariners All Access. Guys, back upstairs to you.
Angie, thank you so much. Brad Miller moves from center field to right field. Staying in the game, James Jones. He takes over in center.
And Tony Zick going to take over on the mound.
Jake Marisnick. Base down a bunt. Sucre calls off Zick. Makes the play. Nice job.
And for Tony on the year, 10 appearances, a 3.87 ERA, 14 strikeouts, and 11 2/3, only 2 walks for him. Opponent's hitting just .244. Good fastball. It'll be 95 to 97 miles an hour. Mix in a slider with it.
Good play by Sucre. Top of the order, Jose Altuve. 0 for 3, fly to left, strikeout, fly to right. Strike one. .6'6" Jordan Baker. But, you know, he's getting as low as he possibly can for the 5'6" Altuve.
And Tony starting in with a couple of breaking balls.
One and two.
Veteran Pat Neshek getting loose in the pen for the Astros.
Two and two. Astros started the scoring in the first inning. There's Pat. George Springer, solo home run, and out later Evan Geddes, solo home run. It's 2-0. Mariners answered quickly in the bottom of the first, and Mark Trumbo, RBI single to center. In the sixth, Marte with a home run as Tony Zeke blows away Altuve. Impressive. Marte hit a home run to tie it at 2-2 in the sixth, but Chris Carter put Houston back in front with a home run top of the seventh. Most popular way to follow the action of Mariners baseball is with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, highlights, replay reviews, scores, StatCast, live radio broadcasts, and more. The MLB.com at bat app. Get it now. Breaking ball to Springer. George, the aforementioned home run, strikeout looking, and was hit by a pitch. That was in the sixth. One and one. Swing hit well to right field. Going back, Brad Miller. And Miller can't get it. It bounces into the stands. The grounds ruled double. Springer and Brad Miller played together in select baseball. Select baseball team down in Florida. Brad couldn't catch up to that one.
No, Brad's playing out in right center field, and this ball is slicing away from him, and he just can't get to it.
16th double for Springer.
A couple of hits for him tonight, both of them for extra bases.
That one down the line, and the home run went to right center field. Brings up Carlos Correa. 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a line out, lined into a double play. Kick save off of Zick. Marte can't field. Everybody's safe. Base hit. So 2 outs. Runners at the corners for Evan Gattis.
Yeah, bad break for Tony Zek. He's able to break his bat right off the end of his bat. It looked like a slider. We'll take a look at it off the plate away.
2 out, 2 on for Gaddis. Homer in the first, fly to left in the fourth, and a ground out to short in the sixth.
Holding. 1-1. Tony's had a good breaking ball tonight. His fastball, he's topped out at 97. We talked about it with his fastball. He can get some run with his fastball. Get in on the right-handed hitters and on their hands. Starts Gaddis off with 2 sliders.
One pitch. Runners hold. Ball 2. As far as pennant race action goes tonight, Detroit 7-4 over Texas. Red Sox beat the Yankees. Blue Jays beat Baltimore. Minnesota over Cleveland. Cardinals beat Pittsburgh. So the Astros hold on and win, they will pick up full game on Texas. Big man's pretty quick.
Upset with himself. Had a slider that was up and in the middle of the plate, fouling it off.
This is wild. 2 outs, 2-2 with 2 on. Full count. On deck here. Switch hitter Jed Lowry. Big pitch. 3-2 to Gaddis. Walked in. Bases are loaded. Bases loaded. 2 outs in the 8th with the EQC military discount. Mariners have said thanks to our troops all season long by offering 10% off select seats to U.S. Armed Forces members to nearly all home games. Choose from main terrace or view level seats when you present your military ID at the Safeco Field box office. Bases loaded for Jed Lowry.
Rick Waite's pitching coach watching. It's been 3 solo home runs for the Astros. They really haven't had many opportunities to drive in runs. In fact, this is the first inning. They're 1 for 1. It was the broken back infield hit by Correa.
Lowry at 233 hitter. Runners in scoring position, 500. The bases loaded. He's got a 2-1 count. Jed with 1 grand slam to his credit this season. 2-1. Inning started off well enough. Cristo Baimo getting ready. Sucre making a nice play in the bunt attempt by Marisnik. Going to strike out about Altuve, but now in a ground rule double. Infield hit and a walk have loaded him up with 2 outs.
And Rick waits out of the dugout.
Luis Valbuena is the on-deck hitter. Left-hander. Tony Zick trying to keep this a one-run advantage for Houston. Joe Beimel heating up. He needs a good pitch here. 2 out, bases loaded. A 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Tony Zick, nice rally there. Strands 3, keeps it a one-run ball game. 3-2 Houston. Make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Jack in the Box, if the Mariners win, mention Mariners for a free Jumbo Jack with purchase tomorrow at Jack in the Box. Good to have you on this lovely evening in Seattle. Mariners back home, final week of the season. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. 3-2 Houston lead as we play the bottom of the 8th. Brad Miller, Jesus Sucre, and Ketel Marte against the veteran left-hander Tony Zick.
Brad looking for his first hit. 0 for 2 tonight.
And at third is Lowry. Shows bunt does Brad Miller. Ball 1.
Pat Neshek still getting loose in the pen for the Astros. Oliver Perez has joined him, former Mariner.
Speaking of Oliver Perez, how'd you like the other day when we were in Kansas City and Johnny Cueto gave that little penguin dance on the windup? That was tremendous. Some popped up.
I guess it works as long as you're getting people out.
It's been working for him for the majority of the season, but I just got to. It was very entertaining. I mean, I know
he did it a couple of times.
Yeah, the first time I was on radio with Rick, we were flipping out. It was funny, and he threw a strike. Popped up, playable. Lowry for out number 1. Our youngest Mariner fans have a chance to win a great lineup of prizes at Kids Appreciation Day this Sunday. Mariner autographs, Nintendo DS and Wii, plus an American Girl doll, complete with a Mariners t-shirt. For tickets to Sunday's 12:10 matinee, visit mariners.com.
John O'Malley's going to pinch hit for Sucre.
If Sean could get on, he's got some good wheels. Maybe they can get him around.
A couple of pinch hitters, and it looks like A.J. Hinch is going to stay with the lefty. Marte waiting on deck. Lowry in on the grass at third, looking to bunt away.
Hanging up in the air. Marisnik makes the catch, 2 down. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. 2 more games at the Astros. Thursday, a day off. A's come to town, and that'll put a wrap on it on Sunday. Then your playoffs start. A wild card game in the American League next Tuesday, NL Wednesday, and the American League Division Series Thursday, NL on Friday. I have all my devices ready for action for the playoffs. Here's an old school Astros jersey.
Marte going to step in. Marte with a home run, hitting left-handed. At one point that tied up the ball game. His second home run.
Came in the 6th inning. So now he has 2 home runs, one right-handed down at Anaheim, and here at home left-handed.
A 3-1 count. He gets a fastball just off the inside corner. Probably about 12 rows deep in the right field.
Good stuff. 2-0. So we sit back in the count at 2 balls, 1 strike. Home run by Marte, broken 0 for 8. Recently had a very long hitting streak. 2-1. Here comes Marisnik. Tony Sipp retired all 5 men that he's faced. 9th inning coming up. Looks like Joe Bimont. Yep, he's getting a call to pitch the 9th. High school football game of the week coming up this Thursday. Brought to you by Acura of Bellevue. Tune in to see the Sumner Spartans battle the Peninsula Seahawks live at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Don't miss your favorite local teams in action this season. They're going to be right here at Root Sports. John Hicks takes over behind the dish. And a veteran left-hander, Joe Beimel, takes over on the mound.
50 appearances, 2-1 record, 4.33 ERA. 43 2/3, 21 strikeouts, 16 walks. Opponents hitting .286 against Joe. He'll mix it up. Curveball, slider, change up, change speeds on his fastball. Fastball will be in the upper 80s. At times he'll touch 90. Valbuena going to lead things on. Came in as a pinch hitter, flew out to center field.
Andre Ethier just scored Corey Seager with a tying run. Dodgers Giants now tied at 2-2, top 9. Now they've moved to the bottom of the 9th inning. Dodgers have a chance to clinch the West. Lester Posey will be batting second in the order for the Giants. Breaking ball from Beimel. 1-1. Valbuena, like many of the guys on this ball club, all or nothing. He's got 23 homers and 104 strikeouts. Got 7 guys with more than 100 strikeouts. Carlos Gomez is on deck. Hit pretty well right center field. One hop up against the fence. Valbuena cruises into second with a leadoff double here in the 9th. Valbuena with his 15th double.
Now he gets a fastball in the middle of the plate. Hits it hard into the gap in right. Jonathan VR going to pinch run for Valbuena.
VR, a real talented, versatile player. There's the always energetic, spirited Carlos Gomez. One-time Met, long-time Milwaukee Brewer. Bunt. Gets a runner right. Seager throws him out. Carlos can't swing because of an intercostal injury suffered at early BP recently. He got that bunt down. Very effective. His 3rd sacrifice since coming over from Milwaukee.
He can still get down the line, though. Kyle, pretty firm bunt. Kyle had to put something on it to get him at first.
Sacrifice 5-3, runner to 3rd.
Infield in.
Here's Castro. Strike 1.
It's been a steady diet of breaking balls to Jason Castro. Tough year for him, hitting just .212.
K 3 times tonight. Oh, 2. A's in athletics locked up 4-4, top of the 8th.
Michael Guaipe getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. Right-handed hitter Jake Marisnick waiting on deck. Ball
1 from Beimel. Mariners in the home ninth will have Seager, Cruz, and Cano, 2, 3, and 4.
And they will face the closer, Luke Gregerson.
Two and two. Drawn in infield. Really playing him for the pull. Cano and Morrison right on top of each other on the right side. Struck him out. Golden sombrero for Jason Castro. He struck out 4 times tonight. There's 2 away.
And Lloyd McClendon out of the dugout after all the breaking balls. Pretty good fastball for Joe. 91 miles an hour. He elevates it on purpose. And you can see Castro swinging underneath it. Good fastball.
Lloyd taking a slow walk out. Like a pitching change. We'll be right back. See Michael Guipe when we return. Elias started this ball game, and his line not bad.
No, he pitched well. 6 innings, just 3 hits. Unfortunately, a couple of them solo home runs. 2 earned runs, a couple of walks, 5 strikeouts. He threw 100 pitches, 59 of those for strikes. Michael Guipe going to take over. 17 appearances. High ERA, 5.40 ERA, 20 strikeouts, and 23 and a third. Opponent's hitting .337. He's given up 4 home runs. Good fastball in the low to mid 90s. It's in a slider with it. And we get the number 9 hitter, Jake Marisnick.
Marisnick tonight, walked, fly out, tried to bunt his way on. Sucre threw him out. That was in the 8th. That is a foul ball. Strike 1. Line is made. Put it away. Hitting. Runners at the corners.
And Altuve walking to the plate.
Oh, man.
92-mile-an-hour fastball. A lot of run to it. Ends up hitting him on the forearm, it looks like.
Left arm, wrist area. Glancing blow. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Altuve 0 for 4. 2 flyouts, 2 strikeouts. Two outs here in the 9th. Trying to keep it a 1-run ball game. Mariners will have 2-3-4 coming up. Home 9th. Seager, Cruz, Cano.
This is not the matchup that Lloyd wanted to see. He had Marisnik, the number 9 hitter, hitting .238 on the year, and he hits him. Altuve at the start of the game hitting .315.
3rd in the American League. That's not the scenario you wanted.
No, and he's 0 for 4.
That's really scary. Runner goes. Chops it fair. Seager throws. Just got him. Survival instincts take over. Nicely done. In the top of the 9th, heart of the order, Seager, Cruz, and Cano. Mariners down a run.
Presented by Delta Airlines. We will find out what Lloyd McClendon, the skipper, thinks of his new boss, Jerry Dipoto, coming up on Mariners postgame. We'll also head inside the clubhouse, hear from the team as well. Brad Adams, Dave Valley are in center field. We're going to meet Jerry Dipoto tomorrow, but we're going to find out a lot more about him tonight. It's all coming up on Mariners postgame, presented by Delta Airlines.
Time for the rally caps. As Oliver Perez takes over, former Mariner. Matt Duffy at first base.
Well, it's been a struggle for him in 18 appearances, ERA over 7.
We're talking about Johnny Cueto with his shake and bake deliveries. Perez will get into that as well. Breaking ball for strike. Shift on for Seager. 3 defenders right side in the infield. Big swing and a miss. They get the 3 on the right side, and then the outfield. They've got Carlos Gomez shading towards left center.
Well, chases a slider well off the plate away.
Two pitch. Well, he turned his back completely. Breaking ball. Strike three called. One down. Perez comes in and gets the left-hander. Yeah, boy, he put a little extra on this one. Didn't he? Turn all the way to center field.
And another breaking ball. Woo. Now it'll be Luke Gregerson.
Perez gets the first out. Gregerson to take over. We'll take a timeout. With a chance to pick up a full game on first place Texas, Luke Gregerson takes over now.
29 saves and 34 opportunities, ERA to 3.24. 55 strikeouts, only 10 walks and 58 in the third. Opponents hitting .217. He's given up 5 home runs.
Nelson Cruz 1 for 8 against Gregerson. It was a home run. Tough night for Nelly. Struck out 3 times. Gregerson's been with San Diego and Oakland prior to coming to the Houston Astros.
Pretty good sinker. Just saw the slider. Going to try to keep the ball on the ground.
From Gregerson. Shift on for Cruz. Foul back. Gregerson 5-5 last year with the A's, 2.12 ERA. 09 through 2013, he was with San Diego. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out. A 4K night for Nelly. He's got a golden sombrero along with Jason Castro. 2 down.
Started him with the slider and puts him away with the slider off the plate. I'll bring up Robinson Cano. Having a good night. 2 for 3 tonight. Couple of singles.
And lined out his third time. Lined out to right. Strike 1 to Cano. He's 2 for 6 against Gregerson. Cano in an 0-2 hole, 2 out, nobody on, down 3-2. First inning RBI by Trumbo, a 6th inning home run by Marte, the only scores tonight by the Mariners. Houston, number 2 to Toronto in home runs, has hit 3. Springer and Gaddis in the first. In the 7th inning, Chris Carter. And Robbie Cano behind 0-2. Struck him out. Strike out of the side in the 9th inning, and the Mariners lose 3-2. That's their 6th consecutive loss.
I thought Elias really threw the ball well tonight. Just a couple of earned runs in 6 innings, and we say this all the time. It's not always true that a solo home run won't beat you. Well, it was 3 solo home runs for the Astros that ended up beating the Mariners tonight.
2 hours and 55 minutes in this one, 3-2 final. Big story, though, with the Mariners, a new general manager. They're going to discuss it. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad Adam and Dave Valley.
Dave, Mike, thank you very much. The Astros celebrated Game 1 win, but the Mariners celebrating today because they think they've got their guy, Jerry Dipoto, the new general manager. They will introduce him tomorrow at a press conference. We will have him on the show. We will have a lot of Jerry Dipoto. We'll get a chance to meet Mr. Dipoto, and of course,